Hey guys, Elizabeth Quinn here again with Elizabeth's Scenes and Scents. Welcome back to my channel. Please don't forget to check out my website, which is waftingwonderfulwax.scentsy.us, where I am Liz Quinn, your star Scentsy consultant. So today what I have for you is just my weekly what I've been warming, but I do have one important announcement if you want to shop for a brand new concept when it comes to my website on the day after Christmas, which will be December the 26th. There will be a 30% off sale for holiday bricks, the holiday collection, the harvest collection specifically. It's not going to be Scent and Warmer of the Month. It's not going to be regular catalog, but very specific harvest collection and holiday collection items, and the bricks will be an extra 30% off. So please check that out. And again, my website is waftingwonderfulwax.scentsy.us, where I'm Liz Quinn, your star Scentsy consultant. So let's get into what I have been warming over this last week. And as I said in a previous video, I'm not sure the week of Christmas whether I'm going to do a what I've been warming. Maybe I'll do one on the 29th. We'll just see how the week rolls and how all the things go. But for this particular Friday, I have a whole bunch of stuff to talk about. I have Scentsy, I have vendor wax, and I have been having a lovely, lovely time. So let's just dive right on in. Talking about bricks, which this year our bricks are the Cozy Fireside, the Rustic Lodge, the Spiced Grapefruit, which has been amazing, the Maraschino Sugar Cookie, which lots of people like, and Toasted Caramel Sugar. And I'm honestly shocked that those bricks have not sold out yet, because I think it's the nicest batch we've ever had. But I've been getting through some others from older collections of Christmas-shaped tree bricks. So Holly Jolly Cider is also in my club as a bar from that November promotion that we had. This is a really beautiful scent. It's a lot of sweet holiday apple punch with a little bit of tree. It's nice and cidery, but festive. It's not like fall cider. It is definitely Christmas cider. And another one, which I think was last year, I've been working through some of my Brick of Christmas tree. I had a few bars of this. This is a nice scent, but I have all sorts of tree scents between things in my Scentsy collection and in my club and even vendor wax. So I wouldn't need more of this if it came around. Again, I think this was available to club in November and I did not. But it is a nice, very middle of the road, almost like the kind of thing you'd get at a, not in a bad way, but a gas station where you can get the little freshener for your car that's shaped like a tree. That's kind of what this is, but in a very comforting, old school, 90s kind of a way. So that is nice, but it's just a one-note tree note. It doesn't have all sorts of other things in the wax blend, to me anyway. But I was enjoying both of those very much. And then in other bricks, you guys will be really proud of me, I got through all of what was left of this Winter's Eve. Now, I think I might have had balsam spice or something like that, because I've got that here on the table, in my warmers for a while in the basement. And then one morning I was looking at what was left of this and I'm like, I'm just going to throw this in on top of whatever the piney smell was from the day before. It was so good. So if you have any Winter's Eve and you like it but you don't love it, mix it with some sort of a tree scent. It makes it a real 10 out of 10 if you like sort of a cologne-y, winter, cozy smell. And then I'm obviously not done with this, but I used some of one of my bricks of Sweet Orange Pomander. And this is probably one of my top 5 scents for holiday and late fall and early winter with Scentsy. And just one of my favorite scents, top 10 of all time. Sweet Orange Pomander isn't for everybody. It's an extremely hardcore spicy scent, but oh, it performs beautifully. It doesn't get any funky notes. It's just such a comforting smell for me. It's got all the spices and then that beautiful, almost dried orange peel perfume, and it is a favorite of mine. Then I started working on a whole bunch of clams, and I was doing a lot of nostalgic Christmas favorites. Blue Christmas, this is my last clam of it, and I should really just use these 3 little cubes here. Now this is a good smell that we used to have all the time when it came to our 5 bars that were scents of the season. We had the Poinsettia Pine, we had this one. I remember Sugar Bells too, which we haven't seen back in forever. There was the Cranberry and Tinsel, which thankfully I do have back in my club, and that I've been enjoying very much. I didn't melt that this week though. And this is another one that was just always in there, but we haven't had it over the last couple years. It has tree, and it's got a lot of really thick sort of 1950s or older antique notes that are hard to nail, and it's got the tree. It's really, really good. I enjoyed it. But even better, we just had this available in our promotion, is Sugar Plum Berry, which is one that was always in there. Sometimes, was it ever offered the same year as Blue Christmas? If any of you remember, please let me know in the comments. This has a very similar base, but it's fruitier. So I have a couple of these coming in what seems to be the snail mailiest processing of a December club ever, because I processed it really early in the month, and it's what, the 19th? And I think it's going to get here next week, my club. We'll see. So I didn't carry that forward in my Forever Club. I just used that November promotion to put some special things in for a December shipment, and I'm excited to get it. Another thing which my younger daughter is doing in her room is good old Polar Bear Hug, which I have not talked about much. I'll melt this more in January. It's used to be called Eskimo Kiss, but it is beautiful. It's got blackberry jam, it's got amber. It's a really cozy, cuddly scent that's good for Christmas if you're more of like a blue and frosty white snowflakes and polar bears person. And it's very good for January for anything. Then yesterday, I was doing a really nice Fender wax, which I'll get to later, and I paired it with St. Nickerdoodle, and St. Nickerdoodle just went in this room all day long. In the beginning of the day, I was baking this beautiful cake, and then I worked on some basically biscotti, but it was my first fruit cake. Not like fruit cake with the scary stuff in it that's like the citron and the day glow, weird cherries and the green things. It's all dried fruit, and then my husband and I we aren't drinkers, but I got some alcohol that you could soak the fruit in, because that's the thing with fruitcake, which is why I've never really done it. And I added orange juice and all these other things. Then I made the cake and I baked it, and then I did the soak on the top, and I'm going to try it out with my friend today, and we'll see how it is. But the reason I was talking about all of that, my best friend Jessica, who is coming with her little girl for sort of a late tea, not really lunch, and her daughter is now 4, and you guys know how I decorate my house, and she's purposely bringing her little girl over to experience what it's like to be in someone's home that dresses and decorates all fancy for Christmas. I guess I don't really dress myself, but I dress the house all fancy, and I'm so looking forward to it. But when I was baking the cake yesterday, I had St. Nickerdoodle going, and the apple that came out of this made it seem like I was baking an apple spice cake, which would have been amazing too, but it was just so good mixing with the real bakery scents that were rolling out of the kitchen. And then I made that wonderful Mandelbrot, which is a Jewish version of biscotti, and oh, they were so good. Anyway, St. Nickerdoodle did a good job keeping up with the real smells, is what that 3-minute wandering story was about. The little girl, I bought her this darling little ornament that is a mouse in a tutu holding a star. I hope she loves it. It's made out of felt. It's so cute. This is my best friend that has 20-somethings, and then she has this little teeny one because she wanted a girl late in life, and that's awesome. The next one was in younger daughter's bedroom too. This is gingerbread pecan waffles, and she, my daughter now, she said one day, "Mom, I just want a bakery scent. Will you pick something for me?" So I threw it in her room. She has taken my little snowdrop snowball-shaped warmer and confiscated it. Not like I don't have 20 others to choose from. And she's loving it. But she said, "What is it that you put in my room?" And I said, "Well, I left the clam right next to the warmer so you'd know." And this gingerbread pecan waffles is in the catalog. It's a very good scent if you haven't tried it yet. It's a really nice, cozy fall winter bakery, and it's middle of the road, but in the best way. It performs well enough to be cozy. It's not too much. Like sometimes Stroopwafel Delight, which is a stronger version of this, in my opinion, that can be a little much. This one's always just really well behaved. It's very good, and this has a little bit more depth with the molasses and all that in it. Then the aforementioned balsam spice. I was doing this in the basement. My husband is so predictable. If you put tree in wherever, he will come. So he went down to the basement, and I heard, "Oh, I love this smell." And I said, "It's tree. I knew you'd like it." He's like, "Yes, anything tree." You know, if I put spices down there, no comment. If I put bakery down there, he'll complain. It's just funny. But balsam spice is a nice mix of the tree with a little bit of warmth from the charred cedar and some spices. And it's so good, you guys. This is a classic that's in the catalog, and if you haven't tried that one, you just haven't lived. Now, with the literally probably a couple thousand bars and pieces of wax I own, I cannot find any more of Homestead Holiday because I wanted to do it again next week. I think I'm out. I mean, this is one of those bars that's in my quarterly club, and this last year I did delay shipments of my quarterly club a couple of times with the club hack and then a genuine skip and all that. So I was hoping to melt this again, and I would have saved this clam if I had realized it was my last one. But I enjoyed this week. It was so beautiful. This is one of those that I save for right before Christmas. Oh, and this is younger daughter's most nostalgic scent. For her, this is her Cozy Fireside, so I felt bad that I melted the clam and she doesn't have any more for this year, but we will have some shipments and save them for her for next year. This has the most beautiful, I think it's fir needle and cinnamon stick and blood orange. It is the coziest Christmas smell, and it makes you feel like you're sitting with Granny by the fire in her kitchen, knitting something or baking something. It doesn't smell like that, but it feels like that emotionally. It's so good. So then another day I was kind of working through some vendor wax, and even though I liked what I had in, I needed something else to balance it, and I grabbed Snow-Kissed Cranberry, which is a home run. I got a few of these during the promotion. I didn't keep it in my club, but I think I have some coming in this December shipment whenever it gets here. Oh, you guys, it's so nice. It's an elegant body care cranberry with a little bit of woodsiness. So incredibly pretty. Then I did this one in the basement for 2 full days, and I enjoyed it. Husband didn't say a thing about it. Good old Christmas Cottage, which is the gold standard for Scentsy. I like it, but don't reserve it for Christmas like a lot of people do, because I prefer spiced berries. I love spiced berries for Christmas Eve. And then, of course, Cozy Fireside all day on Christmas. But this is so beautiful. It started out really strong, and then as the raspberries and the oranges died down a little bit and the spices equalized with the fruit, 2 days worth, man, you would just go downstairs and not want to take the thing out of the warmer. So Christmas Cottage is a classic for a reason. Another day where I think I was doing this with my brick of spiced orange, sweet orange pomander was Wassail Wonderland. Now this is one that we've always had in scents in the season, and for a long time you could get it in clearance if you were out. Well, I'm getting to be out and they need to stick this back in clearance or something because I need some more. This is the most beautiful orange scent for Christmas with the clove, but then it's got the tree. And it is quintessentially Scentsy for Christmas time. It's so good. Another one which I might just have had a bad melt, but I have a few bars left of Frosted White Pine, which I took out of my club. And I was really sad that I took it out of my club, but then I put it in the basement and it was super soapy. So I don't know if I should just melt this upstairs, or I should just be happy that it's not in my club because I love pine, but this one was too soapy. It was a little too much. Actually, I think this is what I mixed with Winter's Eve, and then it was perfect. But yeah, that one was a little much. I did a whole clam of Sleigh Ride. You can see I was really feeling the pine and the spices. Shocking. These are my favorite things. This, I don't remember. Oh, no, I think I was doing this with Pacific Northwest Winter from Teddy Bees, which is excellent. But Sleigh Ride is a little bit more low-key for a tree scent. It's got cranberry and a little bit of fresh air. And the fir is kind of chilled out. It's not super sappy. It's not super piney. And this was really pleasant. That's in the catalog too. Another one which is not in the catalog and I just did out in this room one evening is Bundle Up. Now this you could have gotten in that November promotion in club. It's so pretty. It's just one of those winter cuddly body care scents. And I don't even know what the notes are on this. It's not as rosy as your Cozy Cardigan. It's not as blackberry and musky as Cozy Cashmere. It's just really good. Now, I did a little battle between our apple cherry cider and the cinnamon roasted pear to figure out which one do I want to keep in my club for the long haul, or at least for a while. And I was surprised because I've always really liked apple cherry cider and I still like it. But it came across almost too fruity for me, and it might just be because it's not fall. And when I would melt the cinnamon roasted pear and compare the two, the cinnamon roasted pear is a little smoother. It's a little more subtle, but it still gives you that kind of watery, cidery, good, scentsy fruit spice thing that I love. And this one's good in a bedroom and surprisingly decent in a medium-sized space. So I kept cinnamon roasted pear. I've got one more bar of apple cherry cider coming in that club shipment that, you know, is being delivered by dog sled from Nome, Alaska, if you get my drift. But it's going to be good, and I'm excited. But the cinnamon roasted pear is the one that won my wax war between the two, just for scent appeal and then that kind of long-lasting, subtle smell that I liked better. And then, of course, it wouldn't be Christmas and it wouldn't be Elizabeth's house without spices. Cinnamon Bear is just more and more becoming one of my favorite things for December. I just love this. And I've always loved clove and cinnamon, which I still do, and I enjoy both of them. But this one just makes me smile. I put it in the warmer. I don't want to take it out. It's just the most wonderful, huggy, cinnamony goodness all over the home. And then the clove and cinnamon, I did some mixing with this, and I don't remember what I threw it in with, but it was really good, whatever it is. And I like them both. I always club them both. Ah, spices. Spices are just in my soul. It just makes me happy. So let's clear all this off and bring down my host of vendor wax goodies here. And I did two things from Yankee because it's Christmas and 'tis the season to be melting my Yankee. Husband's favorite scent. If you watch the channel, you're already saying what it is before I show it. Balsam and cedar. And it's so funny that he cannot distinguish one tree scent from another. But he went downstairs. Wow, I love this yet again. And this one, this is so strong. I had turned off almost all the warmers in the main space and gone to bed whatever evening I had thrown this in the basement. Only the basement, 3 cubes, you guys. You could smell this through the vents in our entire home pretty much for a whole day. I mean, you want to talk about bang for your buck, and it's so good. There is nothing quite like balsam and cedar from Yankee to make you feel like a child, to make you feel safe and secure, at least in my world, and to make your husband super happy. And then today, I couldn't find it in the regular type melts, but at the outlet about 2 months ago, I found Yankee Candle's Williamsburg Bayberry. And you've heard me talk this year about how I miss bayberry scents. And I have one from Lavender and Speckles that I haven't popped in the warmer yet. I have 2 of this. So I'll do 1 more next week and probably do the backup bayberry that Beth made to go with it. But you guys, bayberry is just such a wonderful smell. If you've never smelled bayberry wax, it's hard to explain. It's slightly smoky, it's kind of sweet, it's not super strong, but it is Christmas. It's a colonial Christmas, it is a nostalgic Christmas, but it's different than things that have like the red hot cinnamon and all that kind of thing. It's just really special, and I'm loving this. And Yankee doesn't really give you extra notes. I don't know what makes this Williamsburg Bayberry as opposed to Holiday Bayberry, which they also produce, but I don't care. It's Bayberry, and it's wonderful. And what else did I do? Oh, the other thing I'm doing with that today is Christmas Forest by Teddy Bees. Now, this is really good. If you were able to snag this, she only did it last Christmassy season in an RTS. This is Fraser Fir, roasted pine cones, fresh pine knot, crushed pine needles, morning dew, and sweet spruce. To me, this is almost kind of like very snowy spruce, but lighter and obviously more sophisticated because it's fender wax. It's really, really nice though, you guys. It's very approachable and low-key, but you still get your treat. And I'm really enjoying that today with my bayberry. What's next? Earlier this week, or was it the end of last week? I think it was Monday. There was one day where I woke up with a splitting headache. I mean, terrible. I haven't felt that bad in a long time. And I knew that was a day where I needed peppermint. And Alexis has always sung the praises of I Heart Vanilla Peppermint. If this comes back next year, I'm going to want to get a loaf. This soothed my headache. It made the whole house smell lovely for a day. It was peaceful. It was exactly what I needed when I was feeling a little bit under the weather, and it still felt festive. So this is I Heart Vanilla, which is creamy vanilla marshmallow, vanilla milkshake, marshmallow and magnolias with a creamy peppermint. It's so nice, so soothing, so good for the nerves. Made me very, very happy. So then, here is probably the best surprise of the whole week. And happily, because normally with fender wax, when you find something that you like and the opening for ordering, it's already done, you're done. I had gotten in the RTS one little souffle of Country Christmas. Now, the very first Christmas order I ever made with Teddy Bees, I got a tub of this. But it didn't perform very well, and I didn't remember loving it. I liked it. But this particular souffle, I put this in my whole house yesterday when I was baking, except for out here was the St. Nickerdoodle. This was balsam fir butter cookies, sweet spruce with a hint of cinnamon and clove. And I know Ember, I think, you watch some of my videos, Ember, let me know in the comments. Isn't this your favorite Christmas smell from Teddy Bees, like your favorite nostalgic one? That souffle yesterday performed beautifully. The balance of the butter cookie and the spices and the spruce, there was just something so good about it. And I'm like, well, that's one time where I really regret just getting one souffle. And then I realized, Tiffany's gonna open the site again with the leftovers. So she opened it last night. Lo and behold, she still had loaves of Country Christmas. So I ordered 2 of them. And it probably won't get here in time for me to enjoy it this year, but I'm going to have a wonderful time with more Country Christmas, hopefully the same batch, because that performed so much better than the last one that I had in 2023. That if that's a scent you've had bad experiences with in the past like I did, if you got it this year, will you tell me, especially if you've melted it, obviously some people hold on to them, did you really enjoy the performance? Because it was medium strength. It wasn't super strong, but it had everything in it that you wanted, and it was so cozy and so homey. So I was just thrilled to pieces that I could get more right away, which is awesome. And I got 2 loaves because, number one, small order, I might as well make it worth my while to pay the shipping. And I don't know when she'll do that one again. Okay, next one, Elizabeth. How about a souffle of holiday? Now, this is a scent I like, and I know that this specific either single oil or mixture of thoughts, a lot of different vendors will do it. This is wreaths hanging, cookies baking, winter garland, and warm fireplace. And I have loved melting this in the past. This year, I added the snow-kissed cranberry and alternate warmers because there was just something, a little too something about it this time. And I really, really like this scent. I've got tubs of it downstairs. It almost smelled a little bit like yogurt to me, and I don't really know what the deal was. It was almost like there was too much berry in here, but it's a great smell. I will certainly try it again in the future because I've loved it in the past, and maybe I was just having an off day. Okay, now one that's never off is Vanilla Balsam in the Perfect Holiday. Now, something I love about having a very large collection of wax is that pretty much I can suit my mood anytime, anywhere, and then when my kids want something, and obviously you know what Greg asks for, but when someone would like a certain scent experience, even friends, I usually have them completely covered. And this was so cute because Addie was in her room, and my husband has finally allowed her, at least, she's got like special privileges here, to burn a small candle as long as she keeps it in a particular spot. She blows it out, blah, blah, blah. She keeps it in her room because he just doesn't want the paint ruined with lots and lots of candles. But she'd gotten a 1 wick of the Perfect Holiday from Bath & Body Works. And she said, Mom, do you have anything that would go with this candle? And she doesn't know a lot about my vendor wax stash. She's a lot more familiar with my Scentsy collection. And I said, guess what? I have one that is the Perfect Holiday. And her eyes got big, and I brought her this Vanilla Balsam in the Perfect Holiday, which is so good. If you guys did not get this in the pre-order or RTS, you're missing out. This is fresh cut pine, cinnamon sugar, and toasted marshmallows, so that's the Perfect Holiday from Bath & Body Works dupe, with balsam fir, frosted vanilla, and snow-capped pine needles. Now, I absolutely love This Is Christmas. I like Cozy Christmas. I haven't melted it yet, but the new St. Nicholas is going to be a 10 out of 10. I love Storybook Christmas, and of course Old School Christmas. Like all of those, I just loaves and loaves of them. I'd be happy. But this Vanilla Balsam in the Perfect Holiday, it hits a special spot. Oh, and vintage, I can't forget that. This one is 90s Christmas. I was born in 1980. I got married in 2000. I had children in the early 2000s. This scent is so quintessential snapshot of my life. And any of the rest of you that are in your 40s, you have to feel this way. And it's just so good. So I have 2 or 3 tubs of this now. You guys, it's just so good. It just distills shopping in my 20s or even earlier, or when I was raising my children being little, and the smells of the season that surrounded me. This wax is totally that, and it's amazing.